I'd heard that Disney employees are asked every day, what time is the 3 o'clock parade? And I'd heard that Disney employees perfectly handle this question. I wanted to see for myself how Disney responded. So when I went to Disney, I asked an employee, what time is the 3 o'clock parade? Here's what the employee said. If you stay in this general area, the parade will get to you at exactly 3:11 p.m. You'll have less of a crowd and the perfect view. Yep, this was a perfect response. When delivering bad news to customers, it's important that you handle questions with eloquence, kind of like the Disney approach. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make it easier for your customers to accept bad news by being open to questions, working to make customers feel smart or good when you answer their questions, and by backing up your answers with fact. First, I want you to be open to questions. When you are open to questions, you come across as transparent. I want you to not only be open to questions, I want you to encourage them. What questions do you have for me is a great way to encourage questions. Encouraging questions helps you foster a sense of trust with your customers. Next, make your customers feel smart and good as you answer questions. Disney employees go out of their way to make customers feel good in their response, and I want you to do the same thing. One of my clients is an optometrist office, and they recently asked for my help in how to handle the patient who calls and asks to have an expired contact lens prescription filled. So here's a scenario. The prescription is expired, but the patient says, my eyes haven't changed. Can I just order the same contacts from last year? The bad news is that the office can't fill an expired prescription. The FDA doesn't allow it. I help my client make customers feel good in this situation by explaining to patients. We can quickly get you in for an exam, and in most cases, you walk out with your lenses that day. We want to see patients at least once a year to check on the health of your eye. And the FDA does not allow us to fill expired prescriptions. This response makes customers feel that the office truly cares about the health of the patient's eyes. We found that this response not only makes patients feel good, but it results in fewer angry patients, fewer follow-up questions, and a shorter conversation time. The final thing I want you to do with questions is make sure you provide factual answers. Answers based on fact help you establish credibility and trust. When the optometrist office responds with, the FDA does not allow us to fill an expired prescription, that is fact, and it's hard for a customer to push back on that. A factual response, in many cases, helps the customer to accept the news. Come across as open to answering questions. Go out of your way to make customers feel good when you answer their questions, and always make sure you back up your answers with fact. When you do these things, you'll find that your handling of questions builds trust and makes the bad news easier to accept.